So in last class, we will discuss about the addition of a two vectors. Today we will discuss. Okay. Is it okay? So today we will discuss the addition of more than two vectors. Two vectors. My dear friends, in a last class, we will see if we have three vectors in orthogonal unit vectors like 3i cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap, and vector B is again say 5i cap plus 2j cap plus 5k cap, and vector C is equal to say 2i cap plus 2j plus 3j cap plus 6k cap. Then here there are more than two vectors. There are three vectors. So what is the sum of vector A? R is equal to vector A plus vector B plus vector C. So simply it's 3 plus 5. Simply you can add all I coefficients and all j coefficient and all k coefficient. Okay, so 3 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 10 I cap. 4 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 4 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 9j cap, and 5 plus 2 plus 6, 5 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 16k cap. So this is the resultant of a vector A plus vector B plus vector C. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes.
Now, suppose, let us assume if the question is asked like this, the vector A, the magnitude of vector A is 3, is something like that. A, the magnitude of vector A, and makes an angle theta from x-axis. And the magnitude of vector B is B, and makes an angle alpha from x-axis. Then find the magnitude of vector R, which is equal to the magnitude of vector A plus vector B. Let us see in this question how to solve the question. First of all, my dear friends, for solving such questions, please draw x and y coordinate. Please see very carefully x and y coordinates. In x and y coordinates, draw the vector E. So this is the vector E, makes an angle theta from the x-axis. And vector B makes an angle alpha from x-axis. So my dear friends, in this case, first of all, both vectors are source the adjacent side of a parallelogram. Then we use a law of parallelogram. And the angle between alpha minus theta, angle between A and B vector is alpha minus theta. You can very easily solve. But we have another method to solve such type of questions. So how to solve? Before solving this question, see the method. It is a resolution of vectors. My dear friends, the resolution of a vector means the value of the vector at a particular directions. Suppose we have a two vectors. One is vector B and other one is vector A. And vector B and vector A, the angle between vector B and vector A is theta. Then, and magnitude of vector A is A and magnitude of vector B is B. Suppose like that. Then first of things, what is the value of vector A along the vector B. That means what is the value of vector A along the direction of vector B? Along the direction of vector B. This statement is also called like that. It is component or resolution of vector A along vector B. So if you want to determine the component along vector A, component of vector A along vector B, then you see the value of vector A in the direction of vector B. Okay. So suppose, first of all, just draw the perpendicular along this vector. And in this triangle, the triangle is OAB. Think if the magnitude of vector A, I want to, for better clarification, I want to redraw this situation. This is OAB and the magnitude of vector A is A and this angle is theta. Then think about that. What is the value of OB? So in triangle OAB, the cos theta is what? Cos theta is what? Tell me, my dear friends.
B by OA.
OB by AA.
OB by OA. Base upon hypotenuse. Okay. So OB, let us see the value of OB. The value of OB is what? It is OA into cos theta. And we know very well OA is A. So OB is equal to A cos theta. So my dear friends, the value of vector A, along vector B is what? The value of vector A along vector B is A cos theta. So let us see the component of vector A along the direction of vector B. The direction of vector B is A cos theta. This is the magnitude and direction is B cap. B cap is represent a directions along a B vector. So we can say that the value of A along the B vector is A cos theta. Similarly, suppose the question is asked about component of vector B along the direction of vector A. Suppose now you want to calculate and determine the value of vector B along the direction of vector A. So let us see, my dear. Just draw the perpendicular along this direction and think about that. This is the triangle O, B and C. So in this is 90 degree. So we can see that in triangle OBC, the cos theta is what? Cos theta. What is the value of cos theta? Tell me, my dear. So this is the base. This is the base. And in front of the 90 degree, the side is called perpendicular. Sorry, hypotenuse. I'm sorry. It's hypotenuse. So my dear friends, the cos theta is OC over OB. Clear, my dear friends? The magnitude of B vector is B. So the value of OC is OB cos theta. And we can return the component of vector B along vector A is B cos theta in the direction of A cap. Always the K cap is represent the directions. It is not represent a vector. It is represent a direction. My dear friends, this is also a vector. This whole thing is called a vector. It's have a magnitude and direction. So this is a vector, and this vector is represent that if the vector B along this direction, then if the observer is C, the vector B along A direction, then we can say that the value of vector B along A direction is B cos theta. So we can say that this is also a vector. So it is written like this, B cos theta into A cap. Okay, for better clarification, let us see the different examples. Suppose, my dear, this is the x-axis, which is called horizontal, and x-axis, the unit vector of x-axis is what? I cap. Clear? And this is the y-axis. The unit vector of y cap is called j cap. Clear, my dear friends? So suppose this is the vector A, which is makes an angle theta from x-axis. Then tell me, my dear friends, what is the x component? X component of vector A. X component of vector A. A vector. Tell me, my dear friends. If this angle is theta, a vector A makes an angle theta from x-axis, then we can say that the x component of vector A is A cos theta. This is the magnitude. If you want to write in direction form, so it is I cap. Let us see, my dear friends, what is the y component? Y component of vector A. Y component of
A cos
vector A.
A cap.
Let us see, first of all, the vector A makes an angle 90 minus theta from y-axis. Am I right or wrong? If this angle is theta, so this angle is 90 minus theta. Na? Tell me, my dear friends.
Yes,
So if this angle is 90 minus theta, so we can say that the component of vector A along y direction is what? A cos
A sin
90
theta
minus
j cap.
theta. A
Sin
cos
theta j cap.
90 minus theta. And we know very well the value of cos 90 minus theta is
Sin theta.
sin theta. Vectorally
theta.
लिखने के लिए it is represent a vector direction, so we can say that the j cap. Clear, my dear friends? So
Yes.
the ay vector is equal to a
A
sin
sin theta
theta.
into j cap.
Clear? So now the
Yes.
vector is, total vector is what? A vector is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap. Okay, my dear friends. So a vector is equal to a cos theta I cap plus a sin theta j cap. This vector is only drawn in xy plane. Due to this reason, it write on in I cap and j cap form. Suppose, for better clarification, let us see the one question. And I humble request to all of you, please solve this question. If suppose this is the vector A, its magnitude is 5 and angle is 37 degree. Okay, then what is the x component and y component? Tell me, my dear friends. Find the value of x component of vector A and y component of vector A. This question is based on the previous article just before. This is only a number. 5 is just like a number and 37 is just like a theta. So we know very well the ax is a cos theta and ay is a sin theta. So here, my dear friends, a is 5, cos theta is cos 37, and ay is a is 5 and sin theta is sin 37 degree. Clear, my dear friends? So ax is equal to 5 into cos 37 is 4 by 5 and ay is equal to 5 into sin 37 is 3 by 5. My dear friends, 5 cancel out. So the ax is 4 and ay is So this is the very easy concept to represent a component form. Clear, my dear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Suppose, let us see the another things. If suppose the vector A is, this is the I cap, this is the G cap, and this is a K cap. That's why I cap is represented along X direction. I cap indicates along X direction. Okay. J cap indicates along Y direction, and K cap indicates along Z direction. Clear, my dear friends? If the vector A is AI cap plus BJ cap plus CK cap, then the question is asked about what is the angle made by vector A from I axis? What is the angle made by vector A from I axis? That's why it want to ask alpha. What is the angle made by vector A along from J cap from Y axis? This is beta, and this angle vector A made from K cap is gamma. So if you want to determine the value of alpha, beta, gamma, then please remember the X, let us see, from vector A, which is equal to AI cap plus BJ cap plus CK cap. Tell me, my dear friends, from this vector, what is the X component? X component. What is the value of X? Along X direction, what is the value of vector A?
A cos theta.
A cos
No,
alpha.
it's not A cos theta. A, it is the coefficient of I cap is what? The coefficient of I cap indicates the value of vector A along X direction. Please remember and listen very carefully. The coefficient of I cap indicates the value of vector A along X direction. Coefficient of J cap indicates the value of vector B along Y axis. Coefficient of K cap indicates the value of vector A, a value of given vector along K cap. Thus, the X component of vector A is A. Similarly, Y component of vector A is what?
B.
B. And Z component of vector A is C. My dear friends, suppose let me, what is the magnitude of vector A? If the vector A is like that, AI cap plus BJ cap plus CK cap. So we know very well how to determine the magnitude of such orthogonal vector.
B square plus C square.
A square plus B square plus C square. That is the square of coefficient of I cap, the square of coefficient of J cap, the square of coefficient of K cap. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the magnitude. Suppose in this question, if the vector A, this is the X, this is the Y, and this is the Z axis. Here, the magnitude of vector A is A. This angle is alpha. Then what is the X component? Tell me, my dear friends. AX is equal to what? According to this diagram. From this diagram,
A cos alpha.
A cos alpha.
A cos alpha. Clear, my dear friends?
Sir, alpha.
Alpha. A cos alpha. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the AX is in this equations, AX is small a, na?
A.
AX is small a, and A is square root of A square plus B square plus T square, C square. So we can say that A into square root of A square plus B square plus C square into cos alpha. Then the cos alpha is what? Cos alpha is what? It is the coefficient of I cap divided by magnitude of vector A. क्या कहते हो? Tell me, my dear friends, in this question, if you want to determine the angle made from any vector from x-axis, then we use, it is the ratio of the coefficient of I cap and the magnitude of a given vector. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
So for y, then it will be that sine beta is equal to b upon
no.
full root.
Listen. Similarly for beta and gamma. Just think, be carefully. If this vector makes an angle beta from y-axis, then what is the y component? What is the y component? If this vector makes an angle beta from y-axis,
A
then
cos
what is
beta.
A cos beta.
a cos beta? Very good, very good, very good. This is a cos beta. Tell me, my dear friends, in this equations, in this vector ai cap plus bj cap plus ck cap, from this vector, what is the value of y component?
B.
B. So ay is b. A is square root of a square plus b square plus c square into
Cos beta.
cos beta. Then cos beta is what?
B upon whole
B
under root.
upon square root of a square plus b square plus c square. So b is what? It is the coefficient of j cap, na? B is what? It is the coefficient of j cap, and square root of a square plus b square plus c square is called a magnitude of vector A. Clear, my dear friends? Tell me. Now, tell me what is the value of cos gamma? Tell me, my dear friends.
C upon whole under root a square plus b square plus c square.
C upon square root of a square plus b square plus c square. My dear friends, one more thing is very important. Here the cos alpha is the angle made by vector A from x-axis. In cos beta, the beta is the angle made by vector B along vector A along y-axis. Yeah, from y-axis. Similarly, for cos gamma, in cos gamma, the gamma is the angle made by vector A from k cap, from z-axis. Clear, my dear friends? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my dear friends, please solve this example. If the vector is, suppose the vector is I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap, then find the angle made by vector A from x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively. Tell me, my dear friends. So let us see how to solve this question. This is very easy question because this question is also based on the previous article. So my dear friends, here the A vector is I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap. Then first of all, determine the magnitude. So what is the magnitude? It is very easy. The coefficient of I is 1. The coefficient of I is 1, so square of 1 plus here the coefficient of j cap is 4. So square of 4 is 16 plus the coefficient of k cap is 5. So we can say that it is 25 or 5 square of 5. So my dear friends, the magnitude of vector A is, this is 1 square is 1 plus 16 plus 25, which is equal to root 42. Now we know very well, if alpha, cos alpha is the angle made by vector from x-axis. So cos alpha is what? Coefficient of I cap. So here from this vector I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap, from this vector, the coefficient of I is what? It is 1. So this is 1 upon magnitude of vector A. This is mod of vector A, which is equal to square root of 42. So alpha is equal to cos inverse 1 upon square root of 42. Similarly, for beta and gamma, for beta is cos inverse 4 upon square root of 42, and gamma is cos inverse upon 5 by square root of 42. Clear, my dear friends? Tell me, my dear friend.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let us see the most important question for today class is first question. What is the question? Yeah, this question. Give me 1 second, Sai. First of all, see this question. Here the vector A makes an angle theta from x-axis and vector B makes an angle alpha from x-axis. Then find the vector R is equal to, which is the magnitude of, if you want to find the magnitude of resultant vector or the magnitude of vector A plus vector B. So my dear friends, let us see this question and how to solve such type of question with very easy method. Now you are comfortable to determine the components. Tell me, my dear friends, are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
So suppose if the vector A makes an angle theta from x-axis, then what is the AX? AX means
Component of A along x-axis.
x component of given vector hai na? AX is the x component of vector A. So AX is what? Tell me, my dear. A cos theta. Is it okay? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And what is AY? And what is AY?
A sin theta.
A sin theta. Because this angle is 90 minus theta. Similarly, my dear friends, the vector B makes an angle, vector B makes an angle alpha from x-axis. Vector B makes an angle alpha from x-axis. So tell me, my dear friends, BX is what? BX is what? What is the
B
value of
cos
BX?
alpha.
B cos
B
alpha.
cos
Very
alpha.
good. And BY is?
B sin
B
alpha.
sin
B
alpha.
sin alpha.
Can you return this vector in form of I cap and j cap? So vector A is equal to AX I cap plus AY j cap. Am I right or wrong? X component is represent I vector I cap, na? And j component is represent y axis is represent a j component, yeah, j cap. Tell me, my dear friends, the x-axis is represent the I cap direction, y-axis represent a j cap direction. Tell me,
Yes, sir.
it is right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So A vector is written in like this: A cos theta I cap plus A sin theta j cap. Clear, my dear friends? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And vector B is B cos alpha I cap plus B sin theta j cap. Clear, bachcho?
Yes.
Hello. Now tell me, my dear friends, vector A plus vector B is what? It is A cos theta plus B cos alpha I cap. Clear? Plus A sin theta plus B sin alpha J cap. Is it okay? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Let us see again. If this vector is makes an angle theta from x-axis, then we can see that the x component of vector A is A cos theta. We are very comfortable to determine the components along x and y direction. Are you comfortable? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So AX is x component, AY is
Yes.
y component. So if the x component is A cos theta, then y component is A sin theta.
Yes, sir.
Similarly for vector B, if the vector B is makes an angle alpha from x-axis, so we can written in here the bx is b cos alpha and by is b sin alpha. Bx
Okay.
is x component of b vector, by is
Yes, sir.
y component of b vector. Now this complete vector is written in form of I cap and j cap. So if you want to write in form of I cap and j cap, then written the ax I cap plus ay j cap. Because we know that this is the x component na, complete, and this is the y component na. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So if this is
Yes,
the x component, so we know very well the value of vector A along x direction is A cos theta I cap. Along y direction is A sin theta j cap. So this vector is written in like vector form, not from magnitude and direction. It is like form of unit vector. Such type of vector is called orthogonal vector.
Oh, so
Similarly, the vector. What?
So can you, sir, repeat that A vector is that one, sir? Orthogonal vector, sir. That
Yeah.
definition you just said.
If any vector write in form of I cap, j cap, k cap, then such type of vector is called orthogonal vector.
Okay,
Clear?
sir. Thank you.
Similarly, vector B is written like this. It is B cos alpha I cap, because the x component of bx is cos alpha and y component of by is b sin alpha. So we can written is b cos alpha I cap and b sin alpha j cap. Now we know very well, if you want to add orthogonal vectors, then it is very easy for you. I cap add with I cap, j cap add with j cap. Then coefficient of I cap add with the coefficient of I cap, coefficient of j cap add with coefficient of j cap. Thus, the
Okay.
A cos theta add with B cos alpha. That's why A cos theta is equal to B cos alpha, and A sin theta add with B sin alpha. So this is A sin theta plus B sin alpha. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then what is the magnitude? Tell me, my dear friends, what is the magnitude? For magnitude, please remember, it is the square root of coefficient of I, square of coefficient of I. So A cos theta plus B cos alpha, the whole square, plus square root of j cap. So it is A sin theta plus B sin alpha. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Now, my dear friends, for addition, we have three methods. One is law of parallelogram. Other one is triangular method. And last one is,
So adding of coefficients.
please, first of all, form a orthogonal vectors and then add very easily. Tell me,
Okay, sir.
if any vector form a orthogonal vectors, if you know the directions and know the magnitude, then you can very easily form a orthogonal vector. Tell me, my dear friends.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the question is asked, sir, how to add more than two vectors? So now you are very, very easy. For addition, of more than two vectors, more than two vectors. Suppose like that, my dear friends, if this is the this is I cap, which is represent along x direction. This is j cap, which is represent along y direction, and this is, say मान लो, let us assume it's k cap, which is represent along z direction. We have lots of vector. We have three vectors. This is vector A, this is vector B, and this is vector C. Okay. And these all three vectors are perpendicular from k cap. That's why
Perpendicular from, sir?
from k cap.
Okay, sir.
Or we can say that all three vectors are lies on a xy plane. All three vectors, vector A and vector B and vector C, are lies on xy plane. That's why the angle made by vector A from x-axis is made by vector A from x-axis is 90 degree. Angle made by vector B from k cap is 90 degree. Angle made by vector C from k cap is also 90 degree. In this case, this is an easy questions and easy case. So first of all, if all three vectors are perpendicular from k cap, then please remember, my dear friends, if this angle is alpha, this angle is beta, this angle is gamma. Clear? So we can say that the vector A makes an angle alpha from x-axis, vector B makes an angle beta from x-axis, and vector C makes an angle gamma from x-axis. Clear?
Sir, it is A, sir. Small a.
Where is it? Here? It is C.
Okay,
Not
sir.
small a. Okay. The magnitude of vector is A, the magnitude of vector B is B, and the magnitude of vector C is C. So tell me, my dear friends, tell me, what is the component of A vector? X component of A vector is what?
X
A
vector
cos
of
alpha.
Cos alpha.
A
A cos
cos alpha I cap. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What is the X component of B vector?
B cos beta.
B cos beta I cap.
J cap.
I cap. Why J cap?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's the X component, na?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, what is the component X component of C vector?
C
X-
cos gamma I cap.
C cos gamma I cap. So my dear friends, this is the complete addition of all X component of given vectors. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So with this, first of all, if you have more than, if you want to add a more than two vectors, then first of all, write all X component and
Okay.
added it. So summation of X component vector X. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes,
This
sir.
is represent along. Similarly, tell me, my dear friend, vector Y is what?
A
Summation of
sin
vector Y.
A sin
A
A
alpha
sin
J cap.
alpha j cap
Very
plus
good.
B sin beta j cap plus
Very
C
good.
cos gamma
Sin
C
gamma
sin
J cap.
B sin beta G cap. Next,
sir, C sin gamma
gamma G cap.
J
j cap.
Clear, my dear friends? So put the if we know value, there is a variable. If know the numbers, then put the value after solving. You got the X component and Y component. Similarly, tell me, my dear friends, what is the Z component? If all three vectors, यहाँ लिख देता हूँ मैं.
Sir,
If
0, sir.
all three vectors along XY plane, means The angle made by all three vectors from k cap is 90 degree. So tell me, my dear friends, what is the z component?
Sir,
A
0, sir, for all.
sine A. Very good, very good. But please listen very carefully.
Okay,
A
sir.
cos 90 I cap. Because the vector A makes an angle 90 degree from k cap. So A cos 90. Similarly, B, sorry, it is k cap. It is k cap. It is k cap. B cos 90 degree k cap and C cos 90 degree k cap. We know very well if all three vectors, if all vectors lies along only two planes, which is xy plane, then we can say that the vectors makes an angle from third direction is always 90 degree. And this component is becomes 0. Clear? Okay, my dear friends. Now the resultant vector is what? It is the summation of x vector plus summation of y vector plus summation of z vector. Clear, my dear friends? First of all, draw or write all components along x direction, y direction, and z direction respectively. Added all components. Clear? And now the vector, this is called a vector A plus vector B plus vector C, which is written in form of xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, or summation of x vector plus summation of y vector plus summation of zxl. Clear, my dear friends? If you want to determine the magnitude of such type of vector, so it is the coefficient of x square, summation of x square plus summation of y square plus summation of z square. For better clarification, I want to repeat it again. If you want to add more than two vectors, suppose we have a simple example. We have three vectors, vector A, vector B, and vector C. The magnitude of vector A is A, and the magnitude of vector B is B, and the magnitude of vector C is C. And the angle made by vector A from x-axis is alpha, angle made by vector B from x-axis is beta, and angle made by vector C from x-axis is gamma. So first of all, write x component of all three vectors. So the component of vector A along x direction or I cap, we can written in form of A cos alpha I cap. Similarly, the x component of vector B along I cap direction is B cos beta. And the component of vector C along I cap is C cos gamma I cap. Clear, my dear friends? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, similarly, you got the y component. If you want to got a y component, so just simply, if the x component, if all three vectors lies along xy plane, and vector makes an angle alpha from x-axis, so we can say that the vector makes an angle 90 minus alpha from y-axis. So cos 90 minus alpha becomes sine alpha. Thus, the y component of given vectors are A sine alpha j cap plus B sine beta j cap plus C sine gamma j cap. Clear, my dear friends? In this situation, all three vectors lies along xy plane. So all three vectors makes an angle 90 degree from perpendicular axis or k cap. Thus, the z component of all three vectors is 0. So the resultant is x summation of x vector summation of y vector plus summation of j vector. Or this is also written in this form. This is because z is 0, so it is written like this: summation of x into summation of y plus summation of y. And for magnitude, it is square root of summation of x square plus summation of y square. Suppose you want to find the resultant angle. If you want to find the resultant angle, so if you want to find the resultant angle from x-axis, so first of all, tan alpha is equal to summation of tan alpha or tan psi. Psi is the resultant angle. Psi is the resultant angle. So resultant angle matlab means this is I cap, this is J cap, and this is K cap. If this is all three unit vectors, and the resultant vectors, the magnitude of resultant vectors is summation of x square plus summation of y square, and the angle made from this vector is psi, then we can written is the tan psi is equal to summation of y divided by summation of x. My dear friends, summation of y is only written in magnitude, not unit vector. Summation of x is also written only magnitude, not with j I cap. So my dear friends, this is psi is the resultant angle from x-axis. Clear? Is it clear? Suppose, my dear friends, if the vector A, the magnitude of vector A is 5 and makes an angle 37 degree from x-axis. And vector B may also magnitude of 5 makes an angle 53 degree from x-axis. Magnitude of vector C is 2. It's act along y axis. And magnitude of vector D is 1. It acts along negative x-axis. My dear friends, tell me vector A plus vector B plus vector C plus vector D. Please find the magnitude of vector A plus vector B plus vector C plus vector D. So please give me a help. Tell me, my dear friends, in this question, first of all, first information is this: vector A, the magnitude of vector A is 5. Angle is 37 degree from x-axis. Okay, can you return this vector A in form of orthogonal vector? Tell me, my dear friends. This is what? A cos theta I cap plus A sin theta J cap. This is an important formula, na? Let us feel if this is x-axis, this is the y-axis, and the angle vector A is this is 5, angle 37. So what is the x component, my dear? What is the x component?
Four.
So let us see again. Suppose in this question we want to add more than 2 vectors. Actually, we want to add 4 vectors. The informations are given. First information is the magnitude of vector A makes an angle. Magnitude of vector A is 5 and makes an angle 37 degree from x-axis. So this information gives the idea about vector A, and vector A is 5 cos 37 I cap plus 5 sin 37 J cap. Please. Okay. Similarly, the vector B gives the idea, this information gives the idea about vector B. So vector B is 5 cos 53 I cap plus 5 sin 53 J cap. Now all vectors. Similarly, the vector C, The magnitude of vector C is 2 and its act along y-axis. Thus, this information gives the idea about vector C. So vector C is 2 j cap. Or it is right like this. There is, if it is only act along y-axis, so we can written in here, the I component or x component is 0. There is no any values along x directions. So this is 0 I cap plus 2 j cap. Similarly, vector D, the magnitude of vector D is 1 and it acts along negative x-axis. So we can say minus I cap plus 0 j cap because it only acts along x-axis, negative x-axis. So there is no any values along y direction. Thus, all 4 vectors written in form of I cap, j cap, and k cap. All 4 vectors are lies on the same plane. Thus, it is only written in form of I cap and j cap. So, in addition, it is very easy. All coefficient of I components to be added, all coefficient of j component to be added. That's such very easy. Similarly, A is this 4I cap plus 3j cap, B is 3I cap plus 4j cap, C vector is 0I cap plus 2j cap, and vector D is minus I cap plus 0 cap. Now all coefficient of I cap to be added. So this is 4 plus 3 minus 1, which is 6. And j component is 3 plus 4 plus 2 is 9. So now the magnitude is, it is the coefficient of square root of coefficient of I, square of coefficient of I plus square root of coefficient of j. Thus 9 square is 81 and 6 square is 36. 6 plus 1 is 7 and 8 plus 3 is 11. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please solve one more question. This is very easy for you. If this vector is also along all 4 vectors along xy plane, only xy plane. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is minus y-axis, and this is minus x-axis. Let us see. First vector A, this magnitude is 4, angle is 30 degree. Another vector B, this is also 4, angle is 60 degree. And this vector is 4, angle is 90 degree. Another vector is 4, angle is 120 degree. And this vector is, say A, one vector is like, this angle is 150 degree. And this vector is also magnitude is 4. Okay. Then find A, B, C, D, E, F. Then find vector A plus vector B plus vector C plus vector D plus vector E plus vector F. 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Find the magnitude of vector A plus vector B plus vector C plus vector D plus vector E plus vector F. Please solve this question. So if you want to solve this question, so first of all, use a polygon method. Polygon method says, first of all, return all vectors along x-axis and y-axis, means write component forms. So tell me, my dear friends, what is the x component of vector A? Please help me. What is the x component of vector A?
2 root 3 I cap.
अच्छा directly value निकाल रहेगा. So 2 root 3 I cap or 4 cos 30 I cap. Clear, my dear friends? A, the component of vector A is 4 cos 30 I cap, and cos 30 is square root of 3 pi 2. Similarly, tell me what is the x component of vector B is?
2j cap.
4j.
2 I cap. This, my dear friends, vector B makes an angle 60 degree from x-axis. Thus, the x component of vector B is B cos 60 degree, and B is 4. So it is 4 cos 60, or cos, the value of cos 60 is, the value of cos 60 is half. It is 1 by 2. So 4 into 1 by 2 is what? It is 2, na? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my dear friends,
So
my
it
dear
will be
friends,
2J cap.
not G cap.
Okay, okay.
It is right only. Please listen very carefully. You write all X component. So using I cap. If you write along Y direction or Y component, then using J cap. Clear? So here you want to X. X means X component of all vectors. Summation of X component of summation of X component of all vectors, all given vectors. Clear, my dear friends? So tell me, okay. Tell me, my dear friends, what is the X component of C vector? Tell me, what is the X component of C vector? Please.
0 I cap.
0 I cap. Very good. Because the vector C acts completely along J cap. There is no value along X axis. So we can say that it is C cos 90 because vector C makes an angle 90 degree from X axis. The C cos 90 and cos 90 is 0 degree. So C cos 90 is, yeah, 4 cos 90 is 0 I cap. Tell me, my dear friends, what is the magnitude of vector D? Yeah, X component of vector D is what?
Minus 2 I cap.
Very good. Minus 2. Very, very good. This is 4 cos 120 degree I cap. And we know very well cos 120, it is greater than 90 degree and less than 120 degree, then cos is negative. So cos 120 degree is what? It is 180 minus 60, or cos 60 is 1 by 2. So we can return it. This is minus 2 I cap. So this form is written as minus 2 I cap. Clear? Similarly, my dear friends, what is the X component of vector E? Tell me.
Minus 2 root 3 I cap.
Very good. Minus 2 root 3 I cap. It is, how is it? It is 4 cos 150. Cos 150 is minus root 3 by 2. Thus, this value is minus 2 by root 3 I cap. Now, what is the value of X component of F vector is?
Minus 1.
Minus 4 I cap. The magnitude is 4, na? So we can write it as minus 4 I cap. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, my dear friends, 2 root 3 I cap minus 2 root 3 I cap, both are cancelled out or not?
Yes.
2 I cap minus 2 I cap, both are also cancelled out. Now the summation of vector X is what?
Minus 4J.
Minus 4 I cap. Clear, bachcho? Clear? Okay. Now, my dear friends, please similarly write about summation of Y vectors, summation of all given vectors along Y axis. Tell me, my dear friends, the Y component of vector A is, Y component of vector A is
2J cap.
4 sine 30 degree J cap. And we know very well the sine 30 is 1 by 2. Thus, this value is 2J cap plus. Tell me, my dear friends, please give me the help very quickly. What is the magnitude? Yeah, what is the component of B vector along Y direction?
2 root 3J cap.
2 root 3J cap. Very good. 2 root 3J cap. Very good. What is the value of, what is the component of vector C along Y direction is?
J cap.
J cap, not J cap.
4J.
Again, it's a 4J cap. Magnitude is 4, na? And the direction is J cap. So the vector C is 4J cap. And vector, tell me, my dear friends, vector D is
2 root 3J cap.
2 root 3J
2J
cap.
cap.
Very good. And vector E is Vector E is 4 sine 150 degree. 4 sine 150 degree is what? It's a 2. Are yaar, 4 sine 150 degree. Tell me what? 150 degree. क्या लिख सकते हैं? 4 sine 180 minus
1/2.
30. So sine 30 is 1/2 ना. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री थोड़ी बहुत तो पढ़ के आनी पड़ेगी ना. ASTC वगैरह पढ़ लो आप. If you feel a trouble, so please see my mathematical tools videos. It is very, very useful for you. So my dear friends, it's 2j cap. Now, my dear, what is the component of F vector along y-axis?
0j cap.
0j cap. Very good. I am proud of you. You are a very fast learner, you know. So my dear friends, tell me summation of y is 2j cap plus 4j cap plus 2j cap is what? 6j cap plus 4 root 3. Clear, my dear friends? Clear? So the summation of y is 2 or it's 6 plus 4 root 3 j cap. Now the vector r is what? Vector r is what? Summation of xi cap plus summation of yj cap. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So vector r summation of x is what? Summation of x is what? Minus 4.
Sir, it will be 8j cap. Na?
What?
8j cap instead of 6.
6 plus 4 root 3 is a 8j cap.
No,
Like this.
that 2 plus 4 plus 4 means 6, 8j cap. Na? Instead of 6, we should write 8j cap. Na?
2 plus 4. Okay. Thank you, my friend. It's 2 plus 4 plus 2 is 8j cap. So now it is 8. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
And thank you so much. So the summation of x is minus 4i cap plus it is 8 plus 4 root 3 j cap. If you want to calculate the magnitude of this vector, so vector r, magnitude of vector r is the coefficient of I, which is 16 plus 8 plus 4 root 3 whole square. You can written in like this form.
16.
If you know the value, give the multiplications and solve, and you can very easily solve and got the result. Do you understand the concept? How to solve how to tackle with the polygon methods? Means how to solve if you how to add the more than 2 vectors. Tell me, my dear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, my dear friends, if the additions, after learning the additions, the subtraction of 2 vectors are very important. Because sometimes the vectors are subtracted by each other. Okay. So let us see subtraction of vectors. My dear friends, suppose this is the vector A and minus this is vector B, makes an angle theta from x-axis. My dear friends, here the vector A, vector B subtract from vector A. So in subtraction, just see, this is vector A plus and if the vector B, if the positive vector B along this direction, then we can say that the negative vector B along this direction or not. It is the opposite vector of vector B. Negate. What is the mean? Please listen very carefully. The negative vector b means it is act opposite direction of vector b. Bolo bhai, tell me. Clear? Now this is the simple addition. This is the simple addition. Vector a plus minus vector b. So in addition, the head of the first vector join with the tail of the second vector. My dear friends, before addition, tell me if the vector b makes an angle theta from x-axis, then vector minus b makes an angle. How much amount of the angle made from x-axis? Tell me. If very good, or 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta, or pi minus theta. Again I want to repeat, if the vector b makes an angle theta from positive x-axis, then negative vector makes an angle 180 minus theta from positive x-axis in counterclockwise sense. My dear, now for addition, please remember this thing. The tail of the head of the first vector, head, this is the vector a, this portion is called head, this portion is head, and head of the first vector joined with the tail of the second vector. So this is the vector b. So this is the minus vector b. Now this term is called, it is the direct distance from tail of the first vector to head of the second vector. This distance is called resultant. Clear, my dear friends? Tell me.
Yes.
So this is very easy. Now, my dear friends, without changing the directions and magnitude, you can place vectors anywhere in a plane. Okay. So if vector a along this direction, so for addition, this is minus vector b. I'm sorry. This is minus vector b. And this is vector a. So just put in vector a in here. So without changing the direction, here the direction of vector a along x-axis along horizontally. So from first figure and from second figure, the direction of vector a does not change. But in this case, the angle from between vector a and minus vector b is what? It is 180 minus theta. If the magnitude of vector a is a and magnitude of vector b is b, so we can written in this law the vector a and minus vector b. My dear friends, vector a and minus vector b both are so the adjacent side of a parallelogram. In this figure 2, please see this figure 2. In this figure 2, the vector a and vector b both are so the adjacent side of a parallelogram. So as we know that if two vectors show the adjacent side of a parallelogram, then its resultant indicates or represent the diagonal of this parallelogram. So my dear friend, this is the resultant, which is equal to vector a plus minus vector b, or vector r is equal to vector a minus vector b. So my dear friends, for magnitude of resultant vector, magnitude of resultant vector in a law of parallelogram, the magnitude of resultant vector is, yes, tell me.
सर मैं वो नए साइन इन
So in a law of parallelogram, the formula of resultant vector is the square of a vector plus square of magnitude of b vector plus 2ab and cos of angle between vector a and vector b. And in a subtraction, the angle between vector A and vector B, vector A minus vector B is 180 minus theta. Thus, cos 180 minus theta, we know very well it is negative. Thus, vector R is equal to, the magnitude of R is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. So my dear friends, if you want to calculate a vector A minus vector B, if you want to calculate the subtraction of two vectors, then using this formulas, this is very, very important formula, is R is equal to square root of A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. My dear friends, one more thing is also very important for resultant angle. For resultant angle. So, but for better clarification, let us see again, this is the vector A and this is minus vector B, and this resultant vector R is in here. This is right like this. So this is the resultant vector R, which is this angle between two vectors is 180 minus theta. Now, this R makes an angle alpha from vector A, and this angle is called resultant angle. So my dear friends, the alpha is tan alpha, which is equal to B sine 180 minus theta upon A plus B cos 180 minus theta. Similarly, use as a parallelogram method. So, my dear friends, as we know, the sine 180 minus theta is always positive, thus sine theta, B sine theta, and cos 180 minus theta is negative, so A minus B cos theta. Clear, my dear friends? So, for resultant angle, please use this formula, and for magnitude or resultant, using such formula, this is A square plus B square minus 2B cos theta. My dear friends, if you want to remember, so you can remember. If you don't want, so please don't be panic. It's very easy because it is behave as a parallelogram method. It is simple addition. For better clarification, I want to repeat it again. If you want to subtract the two vectors, that's why means if the vector B subtract from vector A, then it is very easy. The vector B, it is treated like an addition vector. That's why the negative vector B is represent a opposite of vector B. So now A plus minus vector B is equal to what? So choda, let us think. A plus minus vector B is what? It is plus minus is minus. So this is A minus B vector. Clear, my dear friends? So this is simple addition, and we know very well the vector A add with the minus B vector. So we know very well. We know that the magnitude and the angle between two vectors, you can use any type of addition. Clear? Clear? Is it clear, my dear friends? Hello. So my dear friends, yeah, Vipul, it is little bit easy. Yeah, it's fourth quadrant, बिल्कुल सही. And Vipul ने सही आंसर दिया इस बार. Okay, my dear friends, the vector A in this solution, let us see the solution. Vector A along x direction. The magnitude of vector A is 3 along x. And vector B, this is vector, and vector B along y-axis, and vector B along y-axis, and the magnitude is 4. Vector B along y-axis and magnitude is 4. So this is the situation. My dear, suppose if vector B acts along positive y direction, so minor negative vector B is what? Vector A along this direction plus this vector is minus B vector. Am I right or wrong? Tell me, my dear friends. So in addition, the first head of the first vector add with the tail of the second vector. This is minus b. So my dear friends, in this diagram, it is indicates that the both vectors are perpendicular to each other and the angle between two vectors are perpendicular. Bolo bhai Hasan, theta is equal to 90 degree. So my dear friends, if theta is 90 degrees, so resultant is what? It is the square root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. So here the theta is 90 degrees. So 90 is, this is 9 plus 16 minus 2 into 3 into 4 into cos 90. And cos 90 is 0. Thus, this value is 5. My dear friends, this angle is 5. Now, this is the, first of all, please, for resultant angle, if this is vector A and this is minus vector B and this angle is R, this angle is R. So the angle is alpha and alpha is what? It is tan inverse B. B is 4 divided by A is 3 minus 4 cos 90. ये हमारे पास फॉर्मूला है सिंपल सा. इसको यूज cos 90 is 0 तो अल्फा is equal to tan inverse 4 by 3. Tan inverse 4 by 3 means alpha is 53 degree. If this angle is 53 degree, my dear, so from positive x-axis, the angle is what? Theta is what?
180 minus.
360. Total angle is 360 now. So 360 minus 53 degree, which is what? It is 307 degree. So my dear friends, the resultant vector is 5 unit at angle 307 degree from x-axis. Clear? Is it clear? Yes, sir. पूछो बेटा. Tell me.
तो वो अल्फा इज इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स 4 sin थीटा होगा ना.
हाँ तो 4 sin 90 की वैल्यू कितनी होती है बच्चा? Sin 90 is 1. The value of sin 90 is 1 ना. तो 4 into 1 is 4 ना.
Yes, I was very close.
Clear?
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining this class.